Welcome to Mornings on Main Street. I'm your host, Stephanie Miller. Do you remember this video?
People are searching for what they can do, what's in them.
I think they're searching for a bigger adventure than themselves.
I'm just really excited to start pulling on the oars, get out there, see what the ocean brings.
We have two of the members from RangeOars Row who completed the 2,800 miles on the Pacific. We have Michael Kendall and Chris Farrington to share their experience of being a part of something that not many people have done. We'll have their story and their experience coming up in just a minute. But first, let's get a check of the weather.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather on Main Street.
Well, good Wednesday morning. Taylor Plott here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center with a check on your forecast. Starting off the morning, cannot completely rule out some spotty showers around. Better chances will be during your afternoon hours, as you see here. Partly to mostly cloudy skies still anticipated across the area, with temperatures getting up into the 80s, maybe near 90 degrees for some areas during your evening hours, still holding on to some of those clouds. And then once we get into your morning hours on your Thursday, still holding on to some clouds, and we'll have more showers and storms possible during the afternoon and evening. 7-day forecast looks like this. Basically a rinse and repeat forecast for those rain chances, but those temperatures will slowly climb back up into the lower 90s by the time we get into the weekend and early next week.
If you want the latest in weather conditions, be sure to tune in to our Busy Bee Plumbing weather report each weekday on Mornings on Main Street. Brought to you, of course, by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning. We will keep you updated on the latest conditions outside, like severe weather, heat, snow, rain, and even hail.
Deep in a forest at Nashville Zoo, new creatures here for you to view. Phantoms graced in black and white swing high in trees of dappled light. In rocky crags, tall and steep, small antelopes with nimble feet. A wise old man with beard of white, a sentry perched on stony height. Amidst it all, a hunter lies, with coat of gold and steely eyes. A new adventure just for you. Leopard Forest at Nashville Zoo. Open now.
He shoots, and he scores!
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. I am joined by Michael Kendall and Chris Farrington, two of the members of the RangeOars Row, a team that completed the first veteran team to complete the world's toughest row on the Pacific. They rode 2,800 miles. First off, welcome back, and it's great to see you.
Yeah.
How does it feel to have this, I don't know, this is a bucket list item, I guess you would say, for a lot of people. Most people would never do this. How's it feel?
For me, it feels good to finally be off the water, off Hawaii, and just back home and able to talk to different people about my experiences. Everybody has so many questions. Every race is definitely different. Ours, I can honestly say, was different than previous year races.
Chris, well, I want to ask you, are you a different man from what you left there on the shores of California? Are you a different man now?
I think so. There's a lot of self-reflection that you do out on the boat while you're out there in the water. I mean, you can't go nowhere. You can't do anything. You're talking to the same guys for, 35 days straight. So there's a lot of times, the two in the morning shift where you kind of get to evaluate yourself as a person. And I feel what's amazing about this trip is every single person on that boat kind of got to do the same thing and then assess how they wanted to be when they got back. And so it's great.
We talked about some of the challenges that you thought you would face going out there. What were the challenges that you did actually face being on the waters, the Pacific waters?
30 to 40 foot swells.
40 foot swells and being hit on the side or by beam, as we refer to it. The whole team will tell you I was the water magnet
What do you mean by that?
So I was the center rower, and sometimes I would just come out, and 10 minutes while I was on shift, a 15-foot wave would hit us on the side and just drench me, and it would miss the
And him alone.
front guy, and it would miss the back guy. Or worse, 10 minutes before getting off our row shift, and I was perfectly dry for the most part, a rogue wave would hit me and just drench me, and I'd have to go into my cabin and just change my socks or just change a piece of my clothing to try to get dry again before going on to my next row shift.
Rogue waves. Now let's talk about the flying fish.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
An abundance of flying fish out there in the Pacific.
Constant. Every
On
day,
some shifts,
every
we
night.
would shine our light, and they were attracted, and they would just pelt that person that was on the front seat or the back seat. It was really comical.
Yeah, the first couple of days, you're getting hit by stuff. You're like, "What's that?" The water's rough, and you're still in that like, this is a scary thing that I'm doing. So when something slaps you on the side of the head, while you're rowing in the middle of the night, you're kind of like, "What was that? What just happened?" By week 2, you're just getting hit by fish constantly, and you're just throwing them out or whatever. Yeah.
35 days. You guys finally made land there in Kauai, Hawaii, on a morning.
Yep. 10:30.
10:30 in the morning.
Who spotted land first?
Oh, that's so.
It wasn't because I came out on shift, and then I think so. You would have been out. I think it must have been you.
So for me, they say that you can see it 91 nautical miles out.
The big island or the
mountains.
The mountains of the volcano and stuff, not Kauai. But
and I could tell you, at 91 nautical miles, I announced it, and everybody was looking out on the horizon, and we could not see it. And it got dark. We got closer and closer, and I could, on our GPS, I'm tracking where we're at. I get off the last night shift, and then about an hour into my rest, I couldn't sleep because we're getting closer and closer. I open the door, and land is right there. The mountains are, right there.
It was all hazy.
Oh yeah,
I remember looking at I had a handheld GPS, and I said, well, 24 miles. I said, curvature of the earth is 26 miles. 26 miles. So I was like, somebody lied to us, because either right at the curvature we can see it, or at 24. So between that 24, 26, and I saw 24 on my GPS before coming out. And I remember Chris already being out, and he goes, "Look, Mike, look." And I got up, and it was just like, wow. You could just see the strip of land.
Oh yeah.
What did your other teammates say at that time?
Everyone was pretty much in awe, and we knew we only had a couple hours left, because by the time you reach the island, you only have about 10 nautical miles to row. So about 4 hours or so more of rowing, and you're there, you're turning into the bay. So I think everyone's emotions started revving up. Some guys got quiet, some guys were, excited, and we just had that time of like, okay, guys, we did it. There it is. You know, no matter what the wind does or what happens to this boat, we can swim to the island at this point. So we did it. Yeah.
I mean, is it one of those you row faster? But I would think at that point on that 35th day, you're exhausted, you're hungry. I mean, like physically, mentally, you're drained. Or is it one of those you just
adrenaline spike?
That's okay.
It's an adrenaline spike. He was keeping us. I forget what each shift had to maintain X amount of miles or surpass it.
Yeah.
And we were all, I think, just so energetic that we were right on.
We were on target.
We were right on target from what he had programmed for us to get in. We're all shooting for 10 in the morning.
Yeah, originally it was 9.
But
and then we started shifting it a little bit.
Okay. I want to give you a look at the entire team. As you're looking at that picture, you're seeing Rory Emerson, Jared Hartman, of course, Michael Kendall. You're also seeing Chris Farrington, and then we have JT Mullinax there in that picture. So that is the veteran team, the first veteran team to do the 2,800 miles of the world's toughest row on the Pacific. when you connected with your families, because I know your family was there, Chris, your wife was there,
Yeah.
correct, Michael? What was that moment like when they got to actually wrap their arms around you?
Oh man,
It still brings tears to my eye.
yeah. I'm welting up a little bit
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
We all said quarter mile, or after they ended the race, we rode to the end and they said, "You guys are done." I don't think they gave us our official time, but they said, "You're done."
Yeah.
And so we had another quarter mile.
Yeah, it wasn't very far.
Not very far, but we were talking to each other. We're like, "All right, guys, we're not going to cry. We're going to be strong." We're all like, "Don't let them." And as we started rolling around the bend, and we could see everybody there holding flags up for us, seeing our family members. It was a surreal experience. I know I started choking up.
Oh yeah, everyone did. Yeah.
And I think we all lost it. It's just something you will have to experience yourself.
Yeah, I would say even compared to doing a deployment for 6 months in a dangerous environment. I mean, we're both Green Berets. Coming back from those kind of trips, even the first one did not feel the same way as this for some reason. I don't know why. I can't explain it, but seeing my family there on the beach and then with the crowd and everyone, it was just like, you did something pretty crazy and out of the norm of what you normally do. So it just kind of, the emotions just really
As
revved
someone
up.
said, and I think it might have been the world's toughest row, we accomplished something in 35 days, 6 hours and 59 minutes, that there are more people that went up in space than that have completed this row.
A huge accomplishment. And I want to go back to, the cause that you were rowing for, and that was to end veteran suicide. You were saying you had so much time out there to reflect. Any maybe more thoughts on how we can help work with each other, work with the veteran community to save more lives?
Yeah, I think so. There are so many programs out there that can cater to different issues. Somebody might just need a weekend trip out fishing with guys like us or hunting or whatever, but there are a million programs that are for veterans that are struggling, and just being aware of different programs that just kind of guide someone into, or, steer into the right direction. Like our website right here, you can reach out and you can, if you're a struggling veteran, we have so many contacts, a huge network. We can get you in the right place.
The biggest thing is seeking the help.
Oh yeah.
So can we still reach out and donate to RangeOars Row?
Touch on this.
Yeah.
Where RangeOars Row is going to continue to raise money until September 1st.
Okay.
September 1st, we're going to be, for the most part, we have to close everything up. And between, we'll say the 1st and the 15th, we're going to be sending checks out to our 4 different foundations. As I said, every dollar helps. If you can contribute $1, $5 or more, it'll definitely help a veteran in need.
Thank you for sharing that. So again, RangeOars Row finished in 35 days. The fastest team there, they finished in 25.
Yep, they currently hold the record.
And we still want them drug tested.
So now this is the record for World's Toughest Row to finish in the fastest time. Chris was sharing with me, you were sharing that, you want to come out in the morning because people are out there cheering for the boats coming in. You guys were incredible to cheer on another team that made it in at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, or the Rainbow. They were a mixed gender team of 3. They much respect for that team. Yeah,
my hat is off to you guys. We'll make sure you get a copy of this.
Yeah, they dealt from problem to problem to problem. Their steering arm broke. They were sick. They had all kinds of things going on.
Southern route where the other teams all went north.
Yeah, so they ended up having a big so they went south and then kind of had to track back up to Hawaii, where everyone else kind of went west by southwest and
caught the northern winds and just sort of
we honestly didn't think around day 4 we talked about, we're like, I don't know if they're gonna make it, and they did. They made it all the way through. The World's Toughest Row made sure that we knew the timing that they were going to come in, and all of us were still there in the island. So we went out there, and it's 3 a.m. so people aren't at the beach, or so there's not a big crowd. So we just made sure we were there, and we were just as loud as we could be. I think I went hoarse for the whole day, just from screaming and yelling.
Nice.
Yeah, they made it through, and it was good to see it from the other end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was preparation for this key?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
100%.
Yes.
Don't come into a 2,800 mile row thinking that you can just step into Monterey and then take off with a boat. You need to know that boat front to back.
Inside and out.
Somebody who's in charge of a certain thing might be seasick for 5 days and needs to lay down and contribute almost nothing.
Right.
So somebody's got to pick that slack up. Physical preparation. Definitely make sure that you're rowing and you're working out on a regular basis. I'm not saying you have to become Arnold Schwarzenegger or anybody like that, but I mean, definitely make sure you're on the rower every day for an hour or so to make sure you have that muscle memory.
Yeah, it definitely is an endurance. Don't think there's times that you're going to run into day 5 where
terrifying night.
Yeah, terrifying night, terrifying day. It was our worst day. The whole team will tell you worst day ever.
What happened?
30-40 foot swells. It started
in concrete.
Yeah, it started at night or early in the morning. So like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. The water just became, it was concrete trying to row through this stuff. And then next thing you know, you can't see anything. It's pitch black. And next thing you know, you're lifted 3 to 4 stories high in the water, and you're sideways at the same time. So
it felt for every one stroke we went forward, we were sort of going 2 strokes back with these swells. Back.
Yeah, it was terrifying. That's for sure.
But you made it.
Yeah.
And here we are. Thank you guys so very much. When we come back, Chris actually has another row that's coming up in January with his personal organization that he's developed. We're going to hear about that organization, that foundation, and the row that he's getting ready for. We'll be right back.
They walk among us, but at 240 miles per hour, they become something more. They're thrill seekers, risk takers, and maybe just a little bit unhinged. Buckle up. This new era of speed, this racing revolution, it's just getting started.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Miller. Main Street Media is partnering with Borchetta Bourbon Music City Grand Prix at the Nashville Superspeedway to send a family of 4 to the race August 31st. To register, please visit any Main Street Media website and look for the Register Here banner. You'll also receive some fantastic Borchetta Bourbon Music City merchandise. We look forward to seeing you at the race.
I need to make a call. Hey, this is Brianna with Busy Bee. I'm giving you a call to let you know your technician is on his way.
Guys, not yet. Not yet.
Busy Bee,
now I'm ready, guys.
Call 775-7833.
Welcome back. I have Chris Farrington and Michael Kendall still with us. But Chris, we're going to talk about the upcoming row that you have for your foundation.
Yeah. So I run a nonprofit called Corsair Racing, and our whole goal is to give veterans this experience right here. So, get guys on these boats to do big ocean crossings, and then down to even just weekend, fun events. So while we're trying to build this organization out, obviously we've done the Pacific. The next goal is the Gulf, and we're gonna row the Gulf. No one's done it before. I've reached out to everyone that I possibly could to see if it has. So it'll be a world record, regardless of how fast or slow we do it. We'll try to do it fast.
Right.
But
someone's got to be the first.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And it's all just to raise awareness about our mission. We're on the same awareness side of veteran suicide, and we think that our organization can help not end it, because I don't think you can as a solo organization, but we can definitely help chip away at it. So we'll be crossing the Gulf in January, and we'll be campaigning for it for the next 6 months and trying to get people to donate, sponsor, all that stuff. And everything that's made is going to go to funding getting veterans, on the boat to do these kind of things.
How do we learn more about your nonprofit, and how do we support you?
So www.courserracing.org.
Okay.
And it's COURSER Racing. And yeah, just check us out on our website. We've built I think a pretty good looking website. We are also on Instagram at courser.racing. And it's just got everything you need to know on there. Our mission statement, what we plan to provide, and the things we've done. And you can go there and look in the gallery and see all kinds of cool pictures from this and other things that we've been doing. Yeah, check us out.
We look forward to connecting with you after that.
Sure, yeah.
Chris Farrington, Michael Kendall, thank you so very much. Two of the team, RangeOars Row, completing the 2,800 miles on the Pacific for the world's toughest row. How exciting. Thanks again, you guys.
Thanks.
For you guys, enjoy the rest of the beautiful day. We'll see you back here tomorrow.